Hey everybody, ChristopherOdd here, and today we're looking at, deep breath, Warhammer 40k Inquisitor Martyr Ultimate Edition as part of its release on the Xbox Series X and S, and also on the system I'm playing it on, the PS5. Some of you may know this game released a few years back, but it's had a ton of updates, and I think around 25 DLCs, all of which are included in the Martyr Ultimate Edition. Thanks to Nacon for sponsoring this video. I'm gonna have links down below so you can check out all of the details for yourself. I also want to point out that if you're lucky enough to have friends, you can also play local co-op or online, but today I'm going solo, because even though I totally do 100% have friends, they're all, you know, busy and stuff, so here I am. So what are we going to look at today? A couple of things. I thought it would be fun to kind of show you a couple of characters at some different difficulties, just to get a sense of the gameplay and kind of give my first impressions. So we're going to start off with my sniper assassin here, and I'm on the 4th campaign mission, so let's get going. There are 4 different character kind of archetypes available with 3 different subclasses each.
Take advantage of the respite before the wretches return. At least I can send you some reinforcements. The hostiles are keeping some of my scouts caged up in the desecrated sanctum. Free the guardsmen and bring them to the control room.
So it allows you for a lot of different playstyles. I've experimented with 3 of them, and yeah, they definitely do all feel different. This is my first time having allied units, so it looks like they're going to join us and just fight, as you would expect. You can stand near a position marker, hold X to send nearest allies to that position. Okay, cool. In the bottom, you're going to see all of our different abilities. This is like an ARPG, lots of shooting, lots of looting, and it's Warhammer, so...
I'm entering the sanctum. The sculptures are undeniably imperial, but I've never seen anything like this before. The colossal statues seem both recognizable and unfamiliar. Did I just find an imperial cult from the past?
It's funny, my first experience with Warhammer was recently playing Chaos Gate, and it's kind of cool to get a sense of the world, and now seeing how different Warhammer games incorporate that world it's cool. It's really this I guess world of Warhammer 40k is just so dense. There's so much going on that it's pretty wild what they can do. Okay, so in order to just show you as much of the game as possible, I'll show you this, and you can pause if you want to read this, but we won't read all of these things that we find. But what I do like is, as you're going through missions, you get these clues. And then once you find all of the clues, you kind of solve these cases. Now, the targeting is something I want to talk about. So you might be wondering, like, well, how do you aim? I just instinctually held L2 to aim there. You don't really. You kind of have an auto-targeting system. So you'll notice they get highlighted in red. And I'm using a sniper rifle, so my time to shoot is pretty slow, but pretty powerful. So it's almost like auto-targeting, but you do have influence over that depending on the direction that you're facing.
We don't have much time, Inquisitor. Hurry up and take as many guardsmen with you as you can.
Okay, so we gotta free 2 prisoners, or 2 groups of them maybe. Now, this difficulty, we're playing on normal, which so far feels pretty good. This is one of the special abilities. The longer you hold it, the larger the damage multiplier gets, and then you can also target individual body parts with that. So this is like a sniper special. So if I wanted to target the head, I'd let go when it's hitting the head there. And as the battles get more chaotic, you can imagine that it's a little bit riskier to be holding for higher multiples. Our medical supply in the bottom left, you'll notice we've got those 5 dots near the R1. I'm gonna use one. We don't really need it, but just to kind of show you what happens when you get these, it'll refill that charge. Okay, so the other abilities we have, I've got kind of a slow walk back, which is cool to create some distance. The little bar above the abilities is your ammo. So you can manually reload that if you want, or you can just wait till it empties and it'll refill itself. Let's get these guys out of here. Okay. Are they gonna follow us now too? No, they're just chilling. That's probably wise. And then we have grenades on our L2 button. And we have a special ability. Let's actually take a quick look here. Our inventory, you can see I've been picking up a ton of stuff. So our special ability here is this armor skill called Temporal Distortion Field. It's going to create a 10-meter radius around the caster that slows down all kinetic projectiles, as well as enemy movement and attack speed by 95%. The caster's attacks are counted as surprise for the duration, and then it tells you what surprise does. So you get extra damage bonus, critical chance. Like, there's a lot going on here. I'm not going to be able to explain everything because we would be here for days. But yeah, take your time going through your inventory when you pick up new weapons and gear and figure out what your best build is, because that's really what this game is about. Trying to maximize your build as best as possible, and doing it in a way that fits your play style. Okay, so let's throw one of these down here. That's our special. I'm gonna see if I can get him to shoot me. They might be preoccupied with the other guys. And they are, so we'll just grenade them. Too bad. So this is on normal difficulty. I do feel like for most people, normal's probably going to skew a little bit towards the easy side. But I'm going to show you some stuff with our next character at a higher difficulty that I really like. And I would encourage you to probably start your campaigns at a higher difficulty because you can modify them pre-mission, whereas at least so far on the normal difficulty, I'm not able to modify the difficulty per mission, so... Okay, there's our prisoners freed. Now what? We do have a map that we can overlay on the screen that gives us our direction.
The abhumans are banging their war drums, calling up the filth of chaos from the caverns of the ship. If you want to know what a real battle looks like, I suggest you join me as soon as you can.
Okay, so really quickly, let me show you the clues system here. Where is this? Right there. Okay. So, in your investigations, you pick up all these different clues. So you'll notice here the cage, there's still a clue out there. And although we found some of them, there's that blank spot. And when you find that, then you get extra rewards. So it encourages you to explore all of the areas of the map and not only fill out the lore, which I think is a cool way of telling the story, but then you get a reward for finding all of the clues in any given... I'm calling them like cases, but they're calling them investigations. So let's find the exit here. So it should be up in this direction. Now, there is a cover system that I haven't talked about yet. And the way it's done is pretty different for these types of games. So you'll see this little thing on the ground, oh boy, where it says L1. So you take position there automatically, and then you can just be tapping L1 to transfer between different cover positions. Hello. But it's a cool way of doing it because cover does matter. On the higher difficulties, for sure, it's a lot more important. And then it's giving us, like, you're constantly getting drops, right? If you've played any ARPGs, you're probably very used to that. But you'll see, like, your inventory gets pretty slammed here pretty quickly. There is a nice comparison system, so it'll compare to what you have in your slot. And, like, in this situation, it's got better suppression. We're going to swap that in there. This one looks fine. I'm just looking for any rare items that we could possibly swap in there. Any of the purples. You also have two item or weapon sets. So, for example, right now, I'm using my sniper rifle. But if I wanted to, I could switch over to this dual-wielding machine pistol setup. that's part of the snipers and gives you a little bit more flexibility in how you build these guys out.
Augurs are starting to pick up huge waves of hostiles approaching your position. Can you hold them off on your own?
Oh, cool. Yeah, let's do
Your
this.
ignorance of my capabilities amusing. For the moment, at least.
So what is your plan?
Imagine a surgeon cutting out lumps of tainted flesh. One by one, they will die. They won't even know who killed them. I will not grant them this gift.
I'll have the transport ship ready, just in case.
Okay, so it seems like that's a pretty cool setup for the next mission where you're maybe defending against this group that's coming at you, like an onslaught. So here we go. We completed an investigation, and so we got some extra XP for that, which goes into our leveling, which is great. It always shows us our main unlocks here in the mission. We unlocked a perk here, so now our belt abilities gain 2 charges, supply crates give an extra charge, and you get 100% damage bonus for grenades and mines. And then we've got these passive skill points. So I do want to show you that very quickly here. Going to our passives, this is where things get really deep. There's a ton of upgrades that you're going to be skewing or skilling into. So right now, I'm sitting on just 1 point. At the basic levels, it seems like it's mostly small percentage increases to different areas. And then these other sections will unlock based on doing in-game, I'm gonna say challenges for lack of a better word, but like here, you need to kill enemies with melee skills to unlock this. Now as a sniper, you're like, well, that's gonna be a little tougher, but as you saw in my inventory, there are some swords and stuff, so we could swap those in for our secondary weapon set and use those to unlock this, and then you can go into a whole bunch of different things. So let's look into our single DPS here, and plus 3% damage bonus for single target skills, I think is okay. But if we look at aim shots, which we're using quite a bit, let's go into this. We just take an extra little damage bonus. And over time, these small amounts might not feel like a lot, but because everything is going to stack on top of each other, you're gonna feel that. People that have played these types of games, you're very familiar with how that stuff works. Okay, so let me now switch over to another character that takes that kind of takes place in a different area. This is an adept, Scutarius. Hopefully, I'm saying that correctly. And this class is a little different. This one has a whole bunch of like turrets that you can use. Both ones that will follow you, and then I think they're called constructs. And then you can drop like stationary turrets as well. Now we're playing on a harder difficulty here. I also want to point out, so at a certain point, you're going to unlock this mission deployment screen. And up here, you can see all of these random missions. These are just randomly generated missions. So if you just want to power level your character, you go in here, you pick a level that's either easy in green, medium in yellow, or go a little bit harder based on the level here. And then you have special missions, your main story missions and stuff. But we're going to do this second mission of the Adept storyline called Forgotten Knowledge. And on this screen here, which you notice, or you may not have noticed, but this didn't come up in the other character. And that might be a progression thing because we're early. I'm not sure. But what's nice here is that you can actually change your difficulty for this. When you build your character, you pick a difficulty. And when you're picking a difficulty that's like hard or extreme, it does say that you're then going to be able to change that difficulty on the pre-mission screen, which is here. But when you pick a normal difficulty, it doesn't have that additional text when you're building your character. So for that reason, I would encourage you to just pick a hard or extreme so that you can then adjust it however you want. But if you guys know otherwise, feel free to let me know in the comments and we'll go from there. Let's try something nutty. Let's just go Eye of Terror, okay? It's the second mission of the campaign, so I feel like it might not be too crazy, but we'll see. So we're gonna deal way less damage, and we're gonna take way more damage, as you can see at the top there. Oh boy. Let's go. I'll still try to explain all of his skills and stuff too, but it might get pretty hectic. Okay.
The location seems mostly intact, but first I must restore the power. Where is the generator?
Accessing the blueprints through the new sphere as we speak.
Send me the coordinates.
So in terms of camera controls, you basically have a zoom, which is your right stick, in and out, and then you have your left and right controls. I wouldn't mind being able to go into like a bit of a lower view to see more in front of me, because I find I'm mostly just playing zoomed all the way out. I don't see a reason why I'd want to play around in here other than, you know, looking at the way that the characters are designed. But let's see how the difficulty is going to be here. Probably ridiculous. Let me throw down a stationary turret. I'll bring out my mobile turrets. And I've got more of like a machine gun. This will heal my turrets. Oh yeah, look at, I deal like no damage. I deal no damage. So this is definitely gonna be tough until I find like a better weapon. Well, I'm not backing down from a challenge. So the idea here is you definitely want to grind out a higher level weapon. Let's drop these guys again. I've got some proximity mines that I can place down that he's no doubt going to trigger. He is a champion, so I like that there's some impact damage when you call that in too. Okay. Okay. Wowee, wow. This is going to be tough. Let's take a look at our inventory real quick. So I've currently got the radium carbine in here, but clearly that's not going to be the best that we can come up with. Can I... Let's see what else we have. Mastercrafted Signum. Let's equip this in slot 1. I've got a Purity Seal. So I think because this is level 3, I can't use it yet because I'm only level 2. This is fine. It's the same. Here's a, this is level 3 as well. Okay, so if we can hit a next level, that's going to unlock some additional things in our inventory for us. But until then, I'm just going to have to play it cool.
Reporting in. Data dissection of the archives has been unsuccessful. All records of the vault have been deleted.
That only confirms my suspicion. Expunge records. Special lockdown on a world under Adeptus Mechanicus jurisdiction. This place has secrets.
Whew.
I'm unable to follow your deductions.
I used to be an adept of
I'm going to try and fight around this thing and my other turrets. I don't have my heal skill up yet. That's my ult with the L2R2. There it is.
According to the records, the Adeptus Mechanicus purged this world decades ago, and all they managed to do was to force them underground.
So you may notice sometimes you get targeting like this. Just means that you can manually target that when you're fighting for an explosion. Oh, that was unfortunate. The timing. Oh my god. The timing. That's fine. Okay. I wanted to show you, but our friend showed you instead. What a buzzkill. Okay, so we're gonna have to go around there. The idea there was I was trying to put down some of the... Oh my. Let's be cool. I kind of want to hold my stationary one until we get into a fight that actually requires it. Let's just save that. Okay, where do we want to go from here? Looks like we're going to have to go north. And then we'll probably work around to the objective. So as you can see, I'm out of my proximity things. So let's see. Oh, I'm still way too close to that. I'm underestimating the range that that has. That's crazy. Okay. Lesson learned ×2. Lesson learned ×2. Okay, come with me, little friends. Let's go. Okay, let's get these guys. Oh, jeez. You guys might have just heard little Walty there. Defending my house from predators. Ooh, back. Summon in some new ones. Now, it's quite clear that we've bitten off way more than we can chew. It's insane that our bullets are dealing 1 damage, but you see the difference in difficulties for sure. You can do like a single shot, which will deal more damage, but it's way slower.
Logical observation. According to my data excavations, the Fabricator General of Forge World Thule requested permission for reclamation expeditions several times. The Inquisition denied the request repeatedly, without any formal explanation.
Okay, we got a big boy here. Let's get him healed up a bit. Come here. We need everyone working together on this one big time. Nice, 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 nice. Now, can I... Let's see if I can... Okay, he just kind of disassembles, so I have to just wait till he times out. I was wondering if there's a way I can kind of bring him back and then recast it. That'll work. The enemy does also have some of their own proximity mines that I've run into. Okay, these are things I've had some pretty unfortunate run-ins with. The barrels. So we're going to try and avoid that. We're getting flanked. Let's summon in some new ones here. Nice. Okay, so taking a look here, we're still only halfway to level 3, so some of these we can't use, but this will be good. Let's throw that one in. And then we could switch up a weapon set here, perhaps. This Plasma Caliver Beta. We could try that. And then here... Let's throw that on. One thing, okay, so not all games do this, but I like, we're gonna throw in the grenades here. I like when every armor piece has a different look, and that is the case here, which is nice. So now, instead of those little stun proximity mines, I have an actual grenade that I can toss. Oh, look at this bad boy. I'm ghost busting. I'm still doing baby damage, but we're on like a ×10 difficulty modifier, so it literally doesn't surprise me. And this has an overheat thing. That's cool. Okay. I like that all the weapons do feel different of all the ones I've tried.
Power has been restored. Now the entire facility is accessible. My next task is to find out how this sanctum was connected to the mysterious research of Uther Tiberius.
Reminder. Tyrannid lifeforms consume all biological material in order to reproduce.
Indeed. This is why I need to locate the main data vault to find clues.
Moral. Steel abides longer than flesh.
Okay, so that opened up this path here. What's the basic attack? Okay, basic attack is just a lot of quick little shots instead. We'll summon in new ones. And so once you get to the bottom, like once you've deployed all of your special ammo or like grenades, I should say, then you run out of charges, but you'll gain one back on sort of a recharge, which is really cool. Get away from me. So you're also going to notice some meters in the bottom left that I haven't really talked about yet. The blood one that's filling right now, that's our health. And then you also see this giant green, yellow, and red meter. That's our suppression meter. So if that gets into the red, you take some negative debuffs. Oh boy. Okay, so I have run out of a lot of abilities here, which is going to make things a little more challenging. But we're going to kite. When in doubt, kite it out. Oh my god. And I believe that second meter of the enemy is also a suppression bar. Whoa, get away. Wow. Don't know if that's gonna hit. We're doing it. It's not pretty. Oh, whoops. Let's bring him over there. Looks like on these recharges, I'm getting an opportunity to drop my stationary one, or the ones that will follow me if I wait a bit. Wow. Tough to say which is better. Okay, we got him. Yeah.
Inquisitor, permission to log an observation.
Nope. No observations needed.
Assessment for your current mission triggered a warning.
Elaborate on it.
Reminder, you are currently engaging in a solitary operation against an extremely hostile bioform.
Oh, are they hostile?
Tangible data as to the existence of any tech relics created by Tiberius.
My goal is to find proof.
Warning, quest for sacred knowledge is based on assumptions. It is endangering the safety of your flesh body.
Noted. Now leave me be, operator.
I love all the snarkiness in this world. Everyone's just mainly out for themselves. Oh, we've got another big guy here. Okay, that's gonna be a problem. Imagine if I was dealing actual damage, how cool that would be. That would be pretty sick. Let me switch back to my other weapon. Whoa. Get away from me. Oh. What are the chances I blow myself up? I'm trying to target that thing in the back, but I can't quite get it. That leap that he does is pretty scary. You can see he's got like some type of status there where he's taking damage over time as well. Holy smokes. It's cool to see that even on the hardest difficulty, we're quite early. We're only on the second mission for this adept, but it is cool to see that it's seemingly doable, albeit very ridiculous. Yeah, see, look how much damage they do. I'm actually I don't have any more heals either, so it would be nice if I could find a crate somewhere and maybe get some of those back. There is a crate here, but I don't think this is the one that I want. So that's going to replenish our supplies, so we have extra grenades. Is there anything in here that would be a buff to me right now? You can just throw that in. We'll put that one in. I'll take anything. Anything good. 5 damage reduction versus 4. Yes, please. Okay. Praise, you see the end there? Praise the Omnisia.
Any annotations?
Love
This
that.
sanctum belonged to the Xenorite sect of the cult Mechanicus, who specialize in Xenos artifacts. The ancient logs indicate that they were under the patronage of Uther Tiberius.
Observation. Direct connection with a cult Mechanicus sect and an excommunicated Inquisitor might lead to political friction.
Irrelevant. Knowledge is the true manifestation of divinity, especially for an Inquisitor.
So I was just looking there because I noticed there's a little bit of, it almost feels like a screen tearing there around this specific thing. You don't notice it all the time, but it is there from time to time. Something that I hope that they can address. let's go. Wow. I think with buddies, this would be absolutely insane once you get some higher level gear and stuff. Let the kiting begin. Oh, there's more enemies here. So if I can keep those stacks on them, they do start to drop pretty quickly after I stop shooting, but that'll help me quite a bit. Let's go, finish him. Nice. Okay. No health packs. I'm feeling the stress. So, I think the 12 there is the recommended level on Forgotten Knowledge. So we are we're level 2. Which makes sense because we gave it that plus 10 difficulty, so it's nice that it ties in directly to that.
Activation sounds initialized.
Oh, look at this! More turrets. Yep.
Warning. Empyrean sensors detect a huge surge in the psychic energies. Caution advised.
Portals and links warning.
There's some leveling. I'm immediately going to go into some of our level 3 stuff that we couldn't use. Where is it all? I know you're in there. Let's look at our comparison here. Well, we actually have... This is pretty similar, but let's take this just for a little bit better suppression. And then what else? Right here. Let's take this. Gives us all resist a little bit higher. Level 3 on this one. I think because the other one's quite a bit more rare, we're going to get more out of that. And then we can get better carbines. I actually had these available. I think that probably dropped recently.
Zoanthra, a monstrosity created to harness and manipulate the unholy powers of and a barrett, a dangerous opponent.
Whoa, whoa, whoa. Behind. Whoa! So what is he just casting that out? I gotta be very cautious here. Oh, I'm gonna die. Oh my. I don't know what I can do here. I am getting some healing, like just barely. Look at that. Oh my god. I seem to have just enough to survive his initial blast if I wait for my regen. I don't even know if he's dead. Did my turrets do it? I think my turrets might have done it. Oh, they did it. Oh, I love a good turret build in any game. Oh boy. Oh, what? We're not done. Oh, but I do have healing now. I just really gotta watch for that purple storm that he puts up. Bring him back here to this turret. Okay, so I'm suppressed now. Notice my bar in the yellow. So I kind of gotta retreat from danger a bit until that goes back up. There we go. I'm gonna take a heal here. Let's heal my little turrets. Oh, that's so insanely strong. Look at his health. Okay. Do I have anything? Yes, I do have these stationary turrets, so let's keep using these. Oh, don't walk into the bubble. He's gonna cast it again right away. Oh, don't know if I want to be doing this.
Operator, I'm sending you a pit grab of a very unique apparatus.
Received. Commencing analysis.
This must be connected to the Tiberius research.
Analysis failed. There is no match in the schematics library.
The core concept definitely suggests a uniquely modified neural upload mechanism. Remarkable. An incoming Vox message. How?
No logical explanation. The sanctum has been defunct for centuries.
It was a rhetorical question, Operator.
Yeah, probably not ideal. However, there is a chest back here that might be ideal, because I could potentially get something that would help me. Yes. Yes, yes, yes. Okay, so this is two-handed. So it's gonna take up both set slots. Yeah, we've got the right one in there. We're doing it. Oh, did he just gain his shields back? Come on. He needs to go. Wow. That's insane. That was a fun challenge, man.
I'll be do an efficient cycle, Inquisitor.
I call it the mosquito bite challenge.
Fabricator General of the Forge World, Thule.
I would like to greet you on behalf of the Holy Ordos. This conversation is rather unexpected.
I have been monitoring your actions since you reactivated the Reactorum. Accept my condolences on the loss of your retinue.
I find the compassion surprising for a tech priest of your status.
I take this remark as a compliment. Diplomacy is one of my high-priority mundane functions. But enough with the pleasantries, Inquisitor. We must talk about Uther Tiberius and his work.
This is highly classified information.
I am aware of that. If you could visit me on Station Zeta 11, I have important information for you.
Dudes, that was fun. I enjoyed that. I enjoyed that a lot. That was a super challenge. When you look at it compared to how we just crushed with the sniper, I feel like you could probably up your difficulty modifier by like, you know, 3 to 5 reasonably, going plus 10. Not ideal, obviously, but still a fun time. And if you're a masochist, then go that route. But anyways, thank you so much for watching, guys. I'll have links down below for you to check out if you're interested. And I appreciate it. Let me know what you guys think. Thanks again to Nacon for sponsoring the video. And we will see you guys next time. Bye for now.